In initial teacher training, we had, I think, one session where we went to a park, but actually at New North, especially being in inner London with limited green spaces around, not really had a chance or know what I'd be doing. There's so many elements which are quite terrifying. You've got, your risk assessments, adult to children ratio, behaviour, just knowing the predictability, like I don't know what's going to happen, other people are involved, very, very not confident. In theory, I know outdoor learning is great, I would love to be doing it with the children, but actually, what will that look like in practice? How will I deal with all that risk assessment, blah, 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 to make sure it's a safe, educational experience for the children? And I think definitely learning from practitioners who have already done it, that would be the dream.
So I'm Viv, I'm the Outdoor Experiences Manager for the Garden Classroom. Today we're here encouraging teachers and supporting them to take their learning outdoors. We've had a very practical morning of actually getting teachers looking at what happens when they are learning outdoors. So we've been introducing them to games, exercises and activities that they might use outside with their children, just to give them the real hands-on experience. And this not only builds knowledge, but it builds confidence and a way of collaborative thinking and learning that we want to encourage when they take their children outdoors.
Well, I'm definitely feeling so enthused by nature, which I was not predicting. I was kind of going, will I be outside just being a bit cold and grumpy? But I mean, I've just spent about 10 minutes debating what type of twig this is. And I can really see the children getting so involved. And then we were talking about scientific terminology and vocabulary and the fact we're calling this a bobble and should we? It's just, a real enthusiasm for nature and for science.
There's so many benefits to being outside. We've got the social and physical aspects of being outdoors, connecting with your friends and your teacher in a very different way. Your inspiring curiosity to follow a particular kind of learning, perhaps learning through making mistakes, but also learning through really using your senses. And this really, the hands-on learning tends to be more memorable for children. And we know that they take a richer, more layered experience from being outdoors. So other benefits to being outdoors we know are massively linked to well-being. And we know that children and adults are increasingly either anxious or depressed. And it's a reality that we have to address. And the natural environment is a great way of connecting people with something greater than themselves, but also a way of connecting to life that builds resilience, that builds connection, and we're wired for it. That's what we're wired for. It's what we're meant to do.
So all the games, I can very much see how it will really help the children and how you're sorting out the boundaries, the rules, making them really, really simple and clear. And it's giving me a lot more confidence to co-construct those rules with the children, so that actually the idea of going outside isn't as scary, because it feels manageable. Actually, I think I could trust my children in this experience, which I might not have been able to say before.
We all feel better when we get outdoors, and research shows that that's particularly true for children. If you're watching this and it resonates with you, then get in contact with the Garden Classroom. We're here to support you.